Hello YouTube, the Sonic Screw here, and today, as you can tell, I'm going to be doing an episode review on the latest episode of Doctor Who, which, to be honest, there was so many surprises in this episode. So obviously I'm taking a look at the episode Well Enough in Time, and the beginning of the episode, that was already sort of a surprise in itself. You see Peter Capaldi, and if I must say so, I think, in my opinion, I think a lot of fans have said this, that it's probably one of Capaldi's best episodes, if not the best. Although, to be honest, I did love his third episode he did as the Doctor, Robots of Sherwood, because I just thought it was a great episode. But this one might have topped it and just be the best, because there's so many pop-ups. Admittedly, the start was a little slow, and in the middle it was a little slow, but the start, Peter Capaldi in this massive snowstorm, everyone, like all the fans, everyone unaware of what's going on. And then he just falls out the TARDIS and looks like he's just about to regenerate, with all the regeneration stuff all around him, coming out his hands and everything. And then it was like he was trying to sort of fight it off, and it looks like he probably did that. I think that was a bit of it. I don't think that was even irrelevant to the episode at all. I think that was just to try and make the beginning of the episode very interesting, and it did. It made all the fans sort of sit at the edge of the seats and go, what's going to happen? But obviously most fans know, and I know, that it was never going to happen, because he will regenerate at the Christmas special this year. But then after that, there's this massive black hole thing happening. Missy has a bit of a, I don't know, play around, pretending she's, as she called it, Doctor Who, messing around with Bill and Niall, and just that really. And then not much happened then, and then after that, basically, Bill got shot and everything by that guy, because there was these things coming up. She then had that massive hole through her, and that she got took away. The Doctor was not happy. He was in the middle of having a massive grand speech with this guy, this blue sort of guy, and then he just shot her. Like, I don't care about his speech, I'm shooting her anyway. And that's basically just what happened. And then it all went a bit weird off there. And then I'm not going to be talking about most of the episodes. I'm talking about the surprises. So you've got the regeneration, then you've got her getting shot, and then she's just on this massive journey now, seeing all these patient people in pain and everything. And then this guy who's following her, it turned out to be someone quite special at the end of the episode. Reveals himself because he had a disguise on. Then the next bit I probably want to talk you two about her being turned into a Cyberman, and I think they've done a very good job here of going back to classic times and getting classic Cyberman back in, obviously from the 10th planet, and using it from there. So yeah, I thought it was like a really brilliant idea to be bringing back the classic Cybermen. So this is also a leaked picture of what we could be seeing next episode, which obviously is the last episode in a series for Peter Capaldi. So yeah, we've got this picture here with 4 old Cybermen, and yeah, we've got 3 just on his right, and then we've got just 1 at the left hand corner of the screen. And some people I've seen have been complaining because they're not a spitting image of the old ones from in the 10th planet, and I agree with them, and that does annoy me a bit. But you've got to remember, everything can't be perfect. That was like that. Obviously, we all know that was about 50 years ago. They don't have the same thing. It's not like they had a storage cupboard, chucked it all in there, and went, "Oh, we'll save that for 50 years' time." They don't. A lot of people have been complaining because on the Cybermen's head they have that sort of headlamp sort of thing. It's shrinked a lot, and in the middle chest bit where they hold it and use the rays to shoot people, that's also changed and looks a bit like a fan. And basically this is what people have like commented and everything, and I'll be honest, it annoys me a little bit because it's not the spitting image, and I think the older ones look more deadly because the head handle bits were so big, and it just made them look taller and everything like that. But you can't do everything. And another great reason why these Cybermen were back is because Peter Capaldi said about a year ago or something, that he said he really liked the old classic Cybermen and everything like that, and he'd love to be like part of an episode with them. So he's got it, but I'm afraid his companions turned into one, so not what I expected. But yeah, this is just, like I said, a leaked picture of what probably, or let's be honest, we're going to see next episode. And then we heard the another great reveal. Everyone already knew about it, and I didn't see it coming. But we had this guy return to Doctor Who. So then, yeah, we saw the return of this guy back in the 10th Doctor's episodes with him in it. You know, Utopia, Last of the Time Lords and everything like that. It was known as Harold Saxon, voted for British Prime Minister. And there's actually a YouTube channel out there called Vote Saxon, and I'll go check him out. He's a great YouTuber and everything like that. So, yeah, he's obviously, as if you've seen the episode, he's come back. I'd just like to say halfway through, I will put it in the title. This was requested. I will put spoilers, because if you haven't seen the episode yet, you should have seen it already. Because if you're a Doctor Who fan, I'm not saying you're a bad one if you haven't, but you know, just putting it out there. Yeah, so spoilers. Don't watch it, obviously, unless obviously you want to have a quick brief of information on it. But then, yeah, we obviously saw the return of this guy, and obviously don't look the same. He seems to have grey hair now and a very sort of distraught beard. And I've not, in the episode at the end, we didn't see him with his laser screwdriver, or there's been other leaked pictures though actually that he does have it in the next episode, which is a bit scary. Will he turn the Doctor old again? Although that won't matter because the Doctor already is old. Get it? Peter Capaldi, you know, already quite old. But yeah, so I think it's quite exciting to see him back. It was quite weird at the end to see Missy and him sort of have chemistry together, and it looked like at the beginning of the episode that Missy was sort of turning to be a good person, but I think when he revealed himself, she was surprised, and then she's now turned bad again. So I don't know, it's just one of them things really. And then a massive another big surprise happened. Obviously we found out Bill Potts has been turned into a Cyberman, or should we say Cyberwoman. But yeah, it was quite weird to see the Doctor. I thought, to be honest, when that Cyberman walked in sort of towards him, I was actually thinking the Doctor would figure out it was Bill, but obviously not. The Cyberman was just walking towards him, and he was just rapidly asking the Cyberman questions. Are you part of this network thing? Can you try and find my friend Bill Potts? And obviously Cyberman's like, you, and then the Cyberman's literally like, I am Bill Potts, and then the Doctor's face just drops, and then he's like, what have they done to you? And then obviously there's a zoom up, and Bill has a tear coming down her. So yeah, so it's a bit different. There's so many surprises. The Doctor nearly regenerating, the Master coming back, Bill turning into a Cyberman, other surprises, Missy just being on a good side. I also want to talk quickly about how much food, why is there so much eating in this episode. There's sushi, there's bags of crisps, there's all sorts. I don't know why the characters are eating so much in this episode, although I guess after travelling in time and space you gotta get pretty hungry after a while, because we never normally see them take a rest or anything like that. And yeah, that's something. So I'm going to be doing the last part of the video in a second, where I talk to you quickly about a little bit about the next episode and what could be happening then. And then just the last part of the video quickly, we've got this picture, which is also another leaked picture of what could be seen next episode. So yeah guys, that's mainly sort of it really, and as per usual, it's Doctor Who, innit? Loads of surprises can happen. And not only that, the fact that I think the Master's back, even though Missy apparently claimed to be the Master, she's just apparently called Missy now, and then you've got the Master missing the Master. So double trouble for the Doctor, if I'm honest, and not even that, triple if you count the Daleks, and then you've got Quad and everything like that for Simon and everything. He's got so many enemies to fight against now. What really got me excited is at the end where the Master jumps in. He was like, Genesis of the Cybermen. That is exciting because it tells us next episode could be pretty action packed. So it's basically a two-parter really, this episode and then the next one, which is a great way to end off series 9. It does sort of show what Capaldi's capable of, although to be honest it's the same situation with Colin Baker when he was Doctor. He's so underrated. I'm not saying he should be overrated, but he could have been better as a Doctor if he had the right head writers around him. It's like David Tennant, it was the right cast and crew, it was the right head writers and everything, that's why it worked, and he's to date the most popular Doctor and everything. Matt Smith, it was the same, it was good. Stephen Moffat's quite underrated, and I think he does deserve it at points because he's a bit dodgy when it comes to episodes, but it worked with Matt Smith, so I'm not that bothered. With Peter Capaldi's first 2 seasons haven't been that great. This season's been quite different. I don't know if that's been impacted because of the companion or not, but that's what we get. So thank you so much for watching this video, guys. Remember, if you're new here or haven't already yet, remember to subscribe. This is my first YouTube video on this channel, and I hope to hit 50 to 100 subscribers this year. If we can get more, I'll be so happy. On this channel, give you a quick brief, I do toy reviews, I do episode reviews, I do Doctor and stuff, fact files and everything like that. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Thanks for watching this video, guys. See you later, and remember to have a good day.